Good evening, everybody. This is Mrs. Deas-Brown. Tomorrow we will begin our next unit, Unit 3, which is entitled Diseases and Biotechnology. In this unit, we will begin talking about microbes, the different types of microbes, how microbes cause diseases, as well as how to treat and prevent these diseases. So let's get started. Microbes are microscopic organisms that cannot be seen with the naked eye. In other words, they can only be seen with a microscope. Microbes are unicellular. We talked about unicellular versus multicellular. We as human beings, we are multicellular in that there are trillions of cells that make up the human body, whereas microbes are unicellular, which means they are single-celled. Microbes are a part of our everyday lives. Microbes are some are good for us, some are harmful, and some are deadly. We need to understand the role microbes play in our lives and how to prevent diseases that are associated with them. Many microbes in our world cause sickness and disease in both animals as well as plants. In Unit 3, we're going to discuss four kinds of microbes. They are bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. For tonight, we are just going to discuss bacteria. So, let's begin. Bacteria are organisms whose cells do not have a nucleus. We've talked about cells that do not have a nucleus and how they are called prokaryotes. And remember, we as human beings, our cells are eukaryotes. So humans' cells are eukaryotes, and microbes such as bacteria are prokaryotes. And because bacteria have no nucleus, their DNA just floats around in their cytoplasm. In a eukaryotic cell, because they have a nucleus, the DNA material is found in the nucleus. But in this case, without a nucleus, the DNA is found in the cytoplasm. Bacteria can be seen in different shapes. One of the shapes are the spherically shaped bacteria, and they're normally known as cocci. They will have the suffix cocci in their name. The second shape are the rod-shaped bacteria, and the suffix used for that is bacilli. And then last we have the spiral-shaped bacteria, and their suffix is as spirilla. Now we come to our question: are bacteria good or bad? Now, many times we hear people refer to bacteria as bad, but that's not always the case. Bacteria are very useful. There's good bacteria and there's bad bacteria. The good things that bacteria does is one of them is the fact that they help make some foods, like yogurt. You may have noticed on yogurt containers, the label will say has active yogurt cultures, and This is referring to the bacteria that helps make the yogurt. Bacteria also helps keep our stomach healthy. They help break down toxins. They help preserve some foods as well. And the bad part of bacteria is the fact that they can cause disease and also spoil foods. Bacteria use binary fission to reproduce. Binary fission occurs when one bacterial cell divides to form two identical bacteria cells. Bacteria reproduces very quickly. That means that bacteria, once it gets inside a person's body or an organism, it will take over quickly and make the person or the organism sick. For example, if there are 1,000 bacteria and they divide, let's say, every 20 minutes, then there can be more than 32 million bacteria 5 hours later. And this is why it's important to see your doctor as soon as you feel sick, because the earlier you get treated, the less bacteria there are that needs to be killed off by medication. And speaking of medication, the treatment whenever someone has a bacterial infection, because when you show certain symptoms, your doctor may say, oh, it seems like you have an infection and it seems bacterial in nature. He will prescribe an antibiotic. So antibiotics are used to treat bacterial infections. Antibiotics do this by attacking the bacterium's cell wall, causing it to collapse. Over the years, people have overused antibiotics, and therefore an antibiotic that was once effective against a certain type of bacteria may not work. So what has happened is the bacteria mutates or changes to become resistant to the antibiotic. This is called antibiotic resistance. And that's it. Next time we will be taking notes on viruses. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please be sure to rewind and make sure you make this what you need it to be. Make sure you are working at your pace. And also in Blackboard, you will see another link. We have a Brain Pop link that will show a short video on bacteria, sort of in a sort of as a partner to this video. And I know you all enjoy Brain Pop, so I hope you enjoy this video as you watch it. I'll see you tomorrow, and make sure you have your notes done.